Whether you want to go further, faster, or enjoy a perfect day on the water with the family, we share your passion for sailing. B&G has been there, helping sailors to meet these challenges and set new standards with ever more precise and reliable technology that pushes the boundaries of sailing performance. Working with some of the world's finest racing crews over the last 50 years has given us a genuine appreciation of the challenges faced by all yachtsmen. In 1967, we were instrumental in helping Gypsy Moth 4 and Sir Francis Chichester achieve the first solo circumnavigation of the globe. In 1971, Sir Che Blythe became the first person to sail non-stop westward around the world aboard the yacht British Steel, taking 292 days.
At Cape Horn, the boat was picked up on its side and smashed down. Self-steering gear was lost beyond repair, and so I needed the instruments to help me balance the boat, so they really came into their own. I was very, very lucky indeed to have them on board. Do you know, when we go out cruising and I've got the equipment on board, I often drool about what could have been on board the Voyage of British Steel. Imagine having the chart plot on the autopilot. It would have just taken over my life, and it would have just made life so much easier.
In 1983, John Bertrand skippered Australia 2 to victory in the America's Cup. Highly accurate wind calculations from our Hercules system allowed him to end 132 years of American supremacy. In 1990, our onboard polar tables gave detailed data on optimum performance, allowing Peter Blake and Big Red to decimate the competition. Our equipment helped Ellen MacArthur on her fastest solo circumnavigation of the globe in 2004. Our autopilot allowed Ellen to focus on getting the most out of the sails and rig, so that she could push all the way across the Pacific Ocean. We were there when Loic Peyron and the crew of the Banque Populaire won the Jules Verne in 2012. Our wave technology processor was fundamental in allowing them to achieve speeds of over 40 knots for 45 days and nights, smashing the previous record. And with every 2014 Volvo Ocean race yacht now fitted with B&G equipment as standard, we're determined to remain the leaders in our field forever.
As a navigator, your whole world is reliant upon those B&G instruments. Sailing at night, they're particularly important. Obviously, with sailing through the Southern Ocean, pitch black, can't see anything, there's no horizon, you can't even see the sea. So the only thing you're looking at is the instruments, and you have to sail solely based on a bit of feel through your feet on the heel of the boat, but really you're looking at those instruments, and they keep you on your runway, basically. The B&G software is good for any type of sailor, whether you be racing around the world or pleasure sailing in local waters. They've still got all the, well, everyone's using the same raw data, and then it's just up to the sailor to interpret it in different ways.
We're still the only major marine electronics brand designing and manufacturing products specifically for yachtsmen. We know that not everyone wants to be a professional racer. We understand it's just as important to know when to reef the sails for a more comfortable ride, to avoid hidden sandbanks, to find the place to drop anchor for a swim, and to make it back to the clubhouse before nightfall. We share your passion and have packed 60 years of knowledge and experience into a range of products to make your time on the water that bit better. Our SailSteer technology brings together all the data you need to calculate your optimum tacking angle, current, wind, boat speed, course, all the factors you'd normally need to work out in your head.
The SailSteer technology on the Zeus gets used when we're racing all the time, so that we're not just guessing the ley lines. We've got a unit there that's taking account of the cross-track area, you know, the tides and everything. So when you're out there by yourself or and you're just doing it by eye, you just can't do all those calculations. So it's a very, very powerful tool.
And then the autopilot too, with the two of us
Yeah.
cruising, particularly for getting the main down, things like that, it's really good to be able to use those functions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, if you're going around the world as a pro racer, or just going around the island with club mates, if you're going across the bay with family, around the coast with friends, or exploring the new, here's to those perfect days on the water. B&G, a passion for sailing.